Hello, hello, hello. OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with a new weekly video. This video is going to be a little bit all over the place. I had kind of like some projects here or there, or what am I trying to say? Like little things I needed to get done. One of them being I have a little bit of Christmas decor still up, scattered around the house. So I need to get the rest of that down. You'll have to let me know if you still have any of your Christmas decor up. I don't have much. The big things have been taken down, but there was a few things that I needed to take down. One of them being this very old ceramic tree that used to belong to my mother-in-law. And when my father-in-law passed away, my husband brought it home and he was like, I just couldn't leave this. And I was like, of course not. I'm so glad you brought it home. But funny enough, I mean, I was around these all the time when I was a kid, and I pulled it up to put it up for decor this year. You got to pull all the little lights out. And I was like, honey, your mom's tree does not work. And he's like, did you put a light bulb in it? And I go, oh, I forgot they took light bulbs. So anyways, it looked beautiful. And I'm so glad that he brought it home and we can use it as part of our Christmas decor now. So just that tree on the bookshelves. And then I had a couple of things over here on this dresser. And then this like lantern thing that I need to take down in the basement.
Gotta watch this. You get off the carpet, please. Move it. Come on. Come in. Come in. Thank you.
And then this Christmas rug that Clark didn't want to get off because he sees me standing by the door, so he thinks we're going somewhere. But anyways, so I'm going to put that in the washing machine, get this all vacuumed up, bring up the other regular rug. So basically what I'm doing in this video this week is getting rid of the Christmas decor that I had left up. I have some plant chores that I really need to get done. I want to move some plants. I need to repot a plant. And then I need to do some regular cleaning and a little bit of deep cleaning as well. And then I'm also making a yummy cake that I haven't made for about 6 months. So I'm going to share that with you. So we're doing all kinds of different things in this video today. If you are new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know you are new? Write down in the comments so I can welcome you and say hello to you. And if you're already subscribed, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming back to another video. Definitely leave me a hello in the comments so I can say hi to you as well. I always try to wash my rugs before I put them away. That way, when it's time to get it back out again, I can just pull it out and it's all clean. Throw in just a couple extra things in here to not waste the load on just a rug. All right, so I'm going to move my plants. I had moved them over here. I don't even remember when, maybe October, maybe November, because when the trees lost their leaves, this is south facing over here, it gets fantastic sun back here. The problem is we open the back door a lot for Clark to go outside, and basically I have potentially killed my dang alocasia that got cold damage. Some plants are super sensitive to cold drafts. A few of my other plants have been just fine, but I was like, you know what? It's been record colds this year in Michigan, and we have had way more cold days than we did last year. So I'm just moving them in this room. They're not going to get great sunlight, but I do own one grow light now. And so I'm going to put the grow light in here. It's by a window, but it doesn't get the draftiness that it does by my sliding door. So I think they will be happier here. At least I hope so. It's normal when the temperature gets colder and, you know, it's wintertime and there's less sunlight out. You know, that your plants will not grow as much or be as happy as they are in the summertime. But like I said, my poor alocasia. I had to cut off all her leaves. They were all cold damaged. I hope she's got some corms inside her soil. I didn't even check yet. And I just hope she sprouts a new leaf. I hope. I don't know if I'm going to move this big Monstera constellation. It's been just fine. The cold drafts have not bothered it at all. So anyways, that's staying there for now. Then I need to do a repotting of this Mandula pothos, which is like my favorite dang plant. And she's not doing great. I'm wondering if she's root bound because I can see roots coming out at the bottom. But also, I told you, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago when I talked about plants, I have really been struggling with underwatering my plants. This dang thing, it's bone dry. Bone dry. So I've been trying to keep a log so that I know when I watered them. And I looked at my log. 3 weeks and 5 days since I watered this poor plant. So no wonder she's struggling. And the roots are really coiled around at the bottom. So I think she does need a bigger pot. I really don't know why I have become such an underwaterer. I think when I first started getting into plants, I was so excited and I really wanted to learn. And I started watching a whole bunch of plant videos, which I still do because I really enjoy it. And so many people that have lots of plants talked about how really bad it is for you to overwater your plants. And I just said, I need to make sure that I'm never overwatering my plants. And I have now become a chronic underwaterer. I only, for all of my pothos, except for the new one I just got because I haven't repotted it, I don't use soil at all. I use a chunky aeroid mix, which has like orchid bark and leca balls and perlite and pumice. So it does not retain water. It is great for the roots because it allows lots of aeration and it drains super well so that it's not sitting in wet soil. Had I had this in soil and hadn't watered it for 3 weeks, it probably wouldn't be as bad as it is. But what I decided to do, I recently bought some tree fern fiber, which is also extremely well draining, but does retain moisture a little bit. So I'm going to kind of, not even half and half, I probably did a third of tree fern fiber and then 2/3 of the chunky aeroid mix. And I did pot her up one size. My mom had come over and looked. She goes, "What's the matter with your plant? It looks like it needs some water." I'm like, yeah, I just watered it. So I got to get better. 10 to 12 days is the max I should go with watering a pothos, especially one that's not in that big of a pot. And one that I have in a chunky aeroid soilless mix. Anyways, I'm going to give her a really good water. Overwatering has nothing to do with the amount of water you are giving them at the time of watering. It has to do with the frequency. But underwatering is also can be really stressful for your plants. And you can dry rot your roots. And, I don't want to do that to any of them, but especially not this one. My poor global green was drooping down. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Yeah, it had been the same amount of time I hadn't watered it. 3 weeks and 5 or 4 days, something like that. Ugh. All right, I got all the plants moved in the front. They've got the grow light. Let's hope they like that. Repotted Mandula and a much needed water. Oh my gosh. I watered my global green yesterday. I noticed that the top of her leaves were starting. Oh, I'm not holding the camera good. The top of her leaves were they looked like super droopy. And I looked at my log and I was like, oh my gosh, you haven't watered her in 3 weeks. No wonder. I have got to get better at this. Now this beauty right here, my summer, Endless Summer, I think she's called. I watered her 8 days ago. So she looks good. She looks healthy. She looks plump. I'll need to water her probably in a couple of days. Yeah, she feels pretty darn light. So anyways, please bounce back, Mandula. I think she will. But I had a huge long vine that I ended up cutting off. I don't know if I'll be able to find where I cut it in here. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I cut it all the way back in there. It was so long, it was trailing like all the way down here with the most beautiful leaves. But the problem was I had lost so many leaves towards the top of the vine, so it was like bare vine and then leaves. So I'm propagating. See how gorgeous these leaves are? And oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Anyways, she's doing good. She's rooting. I actually have a new growth point right there. So I'm going to leave her in here for a while. I tried propagating her in perlite because that's what I did for my global green, and she rooted fantastic. It was not rooting in perlite. I'm also propagating it in tree fern fiber, which is not going well. It's not rooting in here as well. And I lost a stem on my Tridescantia the other day, so I just stuck it in there to see if it would grow roots. So I really don't like water propagation because they never seem to last for me, but I'm gonna maybe I take them out of the water too quickly. Anyways, these are doing fantastic, and I'm so dang excited. The root's not that big on this one yet. I mean, it's kind of, let me show you. I mean, it's a nice root for sure, but she's already given me a new growth point. So that is so exciting. So hopefully we'll keep growing these, and then I can fill in like the back areas. All right. That's it for plants. Let's move on to some kitchen stuff. Oh, there's the blue jays. Hi, Meg. Hi. Come on down. I left you some more. Let's see if the blue jays come down and get their peanuts. Hi. Hi, good morning, Meg. Yeah. See, there you go. Yeah. Hi, friend. I'm a friend. Come on, blue jays. You think the blue jays will come down? Oh, I see him. He's in the tree. Here he comes. Yep. The blue jay got their peanuts. Yeah. Oh, here comes a few more. I hear them. They're not even squawking at me now. They must be getting comfortable with me. You guys coming down? Here comes another one. Hi. Hi, beautiful. You coming to get a peanut? Yeah, come on down. Here I go. Oh, a whole bunch of them are coming now. Come on. Heavens, got about 6 blue jays. Oh. Yeah, hi. Hi, here you go. They're so cute. I just love them. I don't even care that it's cold. I mean, I prefer it be warm, but oh, the woodpecker's here. OMG, the woodpecker. I'm gonna have to put some more peanuts out. Come on, woodpecker. Come on, you are so gorgeous. Come on, woodpecker. Come on. Hi, blue jay. Look at this. Hey. Oh, I guess you want some food, huh? What kind of birds are those? Does anybody know? I gotta Google it. I had just a ton of these little birds. Oh, hi. Oh, more blue jays. Heavens. Just a ton of these little birds on the deck the other day, so I threw out a bunch of seed, and here they all are back. I gotta go see who that squirrel is that was coming right up to the window. More at the blue jays. Everybody needs food. I gotta go back outside now. Sweetie, is that you? I've been calling and calling you. Hi, good morning. I know it's you. Hi. Yeah, I've been feeding the birds. I've been waiting for you all morning. Come on, sweetie. Hi. Hi, come on. Come on. There's my sweet girl. Hi. Hi, good morning. Come on. Hi. Yeah, can you come to my yard? Hi. Good morning. Hi. Hi. How are you doing this morning, my sweetest girl? Hi. How are you doing? I'm going to leave you a pile, okay?
You're looking most beautiful today. Yes, you are. I've been out here I was probably out here for about 10 minutes, at least. My hands were getting very cold. I was watching the birds, and there was a whole bunch of other squirrels here, but I kept calling you, and you weren't coming. How come? Let me get you your pile, okay? Okay, my precious baby. Here we go. There we go, my sweetest girl. I love you. I'm going to stand up, okay? Oh, I love you so much. I'm not even zoomed in. He just came right down and grabbed himself a peanut. Hi, Jace. Hi. My gosh, I got so many blue jays out here right now. Yes, we got a lot of blue jays, don't we? I wish the woodpecker would come back. Hi. Hi. Oh. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, don't go steal. Here. Don't steal sweeties. Don't steal sweeties here. There you go. There you go. There you go. Got to make sure they don't steal my sweetie's pile over there. She's eating away. Hi. Cutie? Are you out here? Oh, there you are. Hi. Hi, come on. Hi. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on, my handsome boy. Hi. Hi, it's so good to see you. Hi. Here you go. Here you go, cutie. There you go. Oh, cutie, I will leave you some more, okay? I'm so happy to see you. I don't see you often enough. It seems you're only around in the afternoon. What are you doing all morning? Are you sleeping? Yeah, you're very hungry, my cute boy. Here you go. There you go. I leave you a pile, okay? I'm so happy to see you. Oh, I got two more in my pocket here. There you go. Good to see you today, cutie. I got to see Sweetie earlier, and you, and all the blue jays. Yes, I'm happy to see you, cutie.
All right, now we're going to move on to the kitchen. I had so many funny things happen with the squirrels. Of course, I had to share them with you. So we've got kind of a messy kitchen right now, and I need to get it cleaned up. I'm going to be having my mom, Grayson, her husband, my grandbabies. They're all coming over for dinner, and I want to get the kitchen cleaned up and then possibly get to some deep cleaning of my stove top, which needs it really bad. And I see two more Christmas decor things sitting up here, so I got to go take those down in the basement and put that with the Christmas decor. And then we're going to get all of the counters wiped down really good. I just clean my counters with dish soap regularly. But once a month, I do like to do like a good disinfectant clean on all the counters. So that's what I'm going to do today and just get everything tidied up. My mom is bringing over fillets, and so we're going to grill those out on the grill, which is going to be yummy, even though the day we picked, of course, it was freezing cold and snowing. I'm going to make cheesy potatoes. I'm going to make a super yummy cake that I'm going to share with you. I've shared it with you before. And that's what we're going to get to. My counters aren't terrible, but they're just, normal dirty, some spots on them, and lots of crumbs and things like that. But I just want to get them cleaned and disinfected. All right, so what I like to use to disinfect is Clorox cleanup with bleach. That's just my favorite. It's all a personal preference. I mean, you could just use bleach and water if you wanted. That's what my grandmother always used to do. But I just spray it down, and the key is to let it sit so that it actually disinfects. So I let it sit for like 3 to 5 minutes before I actually come through and wipe the counters off. What was I going to say? Oh, I've had a plant by the window, my Dieffenbachia, for a while, and had many, many struggles with that dang plant. Got thrips a couple of times. And anyways, like, she's just a shell of what she used to be. And she's not growing because it's winter. But I got a new plant, so I decided I was going to take that Dieffenbachia out of here. I moved her to a different area, and I wanted to test out how Dracaena. I had to think for a second what the name of this plant was. How this Dracaena will like it here. It should get lots of nice sun when we actually have sun. So I think she'll like it over here. And I just put like a little cover pot on her just to, make her look a little fancier. But this has been in my house for 3 to 4 weeks now. So I've watered it once, and then I just happened to look at it. I already told you we were done with plant things, but I happened to look at it, and she is quite dusty. So I just decided to take a paper towel. Whenever I buy a new plant, I separate them from any of my other plants just in case there's any pest issues. So she's still really separated over here. But now that she's in a little bit better light, I'm like, wow, like these leaves are really dusty, which is not good. You want to make sure that you dust your leaves off, so they can actually, photosynthesize properly and correctly. But also the plant just looks so much prettier when it's cleaned off and doesn't have dust on it. So look at how dirty the dang plant was. And she already has a new growth point. I'm so excited. Isn't she gorgeous? I know Dracaenas are very common plants, but I just think they're pretty. There's so many different kinds, and so I've wanted one for a while, so I grabbed one. All right, I'm going to make the cake for our dessert tonight, and I'm making the Texas sheet cake. I shared this about 6 months ago. I got the recipe. One of my sweet subscribers told me to check out this channel that's called Come Sit at My Table, and that's where I got the recipe. Had never made Texas sheet cake before. It is so easy, and it is so delicious. I'm going to pop the recipe up on the screen right here so you can take a screenshot of it. If by chance you do not see the recipe up on the screen, I will have to type it and put it down below. For some reason, it doesn't happen every time, but for some reason, when I pop pictures up on the screen, there's something weird with the editing app that I use on my videos where it will just leave the picture on there for the whole rest of the video. Even though it's only supposed to be up there for 20 or 30 seconds, it keeps it up there. And there's no way for me to fix it once I post the video. So if the screenshot was not up on the screen, it's because I noticed it before I posted it and I took that picture off, but I will have it typed out in the description box. If I don't have a problem, then just take a screenshot of it. This is seriously the easiest cake, and it is so dang good. I had asked, whenever we do 4th of July, my oldest daughter, Grayson, her in-laws always have a party, and they always invite us, which is so dang sweet. And they always ask me to make these certain sugar cookies that have like a cream cheese sugar topping on them with fruit and stuff. And last time, sorry, dropped my phone. Last time I had asked Grayson, I'm like, well, I found this other really delicious dessert. So would you like me to bring that? And she's like, no, everybody likes your cookies, so just bring that. And I'm like, dang it, she's never tried this. Again, I had never made Texas sheet cake before, so I did not know how easy and how delicious it was. I hadn't had it in years. I'll also pop the picture up of the icing right now on the screen as well. So anyways, I was excited that Grayson was coming over because I wanted her to try this cake because I knew she was going to love it. And I just think it's a better option than the cookies I make. The cookies are good, but they get really like kind of soggy quickly because I'm putting like the cream cheese frosting on them, and you have to keep them refrigerated. So this is just an easier option. But anyway, so I made Grayson try it, and she was like, oh yeah, Mom, that's really good. So hopefully for 4th of July, I'll be able to make this one instead. I think most people like this one anyways. They're probably going to ask me to bring the dang cookies anyways. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I just wanted Grayson to try it. So, it says to bake the cake in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. It's super important to know your oven. I do 15 minutes only because my oven tends to run a little warm, and that is perfect. And then you just want to put the icing on while your cake is still warm. So I'm mixing the icing up about 10 minutes before I know the cake is going to be done. And it is very delicious if you serve it, shortly after you make it like this. But I needed to get this ready earlier in the day before everybody came over. And then I had to go get the girls. So anyways, this is what it looks like. And once it cooled down, I just covered it with tin foil and we ate it after we had our steaks. All right, back to getting the counters done. I'm just going to disinfect this little section over here. And then I think I'm going to scrub out my sink as well. I don't do a super big scrub. I know some people clean their sinks out every single day, which I think is fantastic. I do not. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't clean it, but you can see whenever I have a white sink, whenever I put any type of pan or anything in here, it gets these like scratches, and I cannot get them out unless I use the pink stuff is my favorite. Barkeeper's Friend also works pretty good, but the pink stuff is my favorite for this, and it just buffs all of those scratches right out. So I'm going to get this clean before everybody comes over, so at least the sink looks nice. If you caught my video where I was doing under my kitchen cupboard, I was talking about really wanting and kind of needing a new sink because this is a cast iron sink. It's old and it's rusting. A lot of you left comments on how to stop the rusting from down below. Thank you very much. The problem is it's rusting on the top as well, around the edges of the countertop. So it just doesn't look that great. So I definitely do want to get a new sink. And I could just go get a new sink and just be done with it. But I really would like to get is it called an undermount sink? And I would need to get new counters for that, which I actually would love to get new counters. I don't particularly love the counters I have as far as the coloring of them. You can kind of see it just really depends on the time of day and the way the light is coming in. Sometimes they look yellow, sometimes they look cream, sometimes they look a little almond colored. I would just prefer to have a lighter color countertop. And I have mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. My struggle with not doing this is that these are the old style Formica countertops, not the new style, the old style. I swear to God, these things are indestructible. I can put a hot pan directly, and have done it several times, directly right on the dang countertops. Doesn't burn it, doesn't leave a mark, doesn't do anything. I cut things directly on the counter with a sharp knife, and it leaves absolutely no scratches. So I haven't pulled the trigger because like I said, they're like indestructible. I can do anything to these dang counters. I just wish they were a different color. You can paint countertops and do things like that. I am not messing with that. Plus, if I painted it, then I definitely would not be able to put a hot pan on it or anything like that. I want new counters purely for a personal taste reason, not because the counters are bad. And I do think it's important to love your house and to love your space. And if you can afford to change things that you want to change, I say go for it. I just haven't done it because they're so dang indestructible. I wish the Formica that they make nowadays was as indestructible as this stuff was. It is not, so I would never get it. We would probably go with quartz is what I've looked at. And I said my sink is white. My sink is not white. I would love a white sink. It's like a cream color. It kind of matches, or a yellowy color in certain light. It kind of matches the countertop. All right, last thing I'm going to do for this video, I am going to deep clean the top area of my stove. It needs it. bad. And when I have deep cleaned it in the past, I have not done, I don't feel like, a great job of really cleaning around the burners. Can you see like how like there's just a lot of grease in there? My burners are not removable. The actual whole plate here is removable, which I'll remove in a little while. But a lot of grease and dirt gets stuck right here because I can't remove the actual burner itself. And I probably need to do this way more often. It started off with just dish soap, which I just use a plant-based dish soap for most of my stuff. But I had to bring out the big guns, the Dawn Power Wash, because that does cut through grease a lot better. But I will tell you, as I'm scrubbing this and it's pulling up a lot of the grease, this burner was the worst because I use this burner probably the most out of any burner when I'm cooking. It just smelled like stale grease, which is yucky. And, you can get a little nose blind to your own house. So after 3 washes, it's finally looking better, but still pulling up a little grease. So I took more time scrubbing the outside of the burners here that connects to this like glass plate area than I did scrubbing the inside after I removed the whole plate, because that's just how dirty they were. I really need to do this more often. I only learned that my dang stove plates actually came out, and it was from a sweet subscriber that shared it with me that has the same very old stove that I have, maybe a year and a half ago. So I've only removed these plates 2 or 3 times to deep clean, which you're going to see. It's gross. It needs to be cleaned. But it really is the burners. I wish they were removable so that I could get really all the grease, but they're not. So anyways, that's what I spent the most time on. This area needed to be cleaned, but I just did it about 6 months ago, so it was not terrible. Not the way it was the very first time I ever realized I could remove these whole plates. Oh my gosh, that was like, wow. I mean, I had been in this house for over 10 years and had never done that because I didn't know the whole plate section came off. You can kind of see it's got like 2 little plugs where the burner plate, that's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, a plate, but the burner plate plugs into over there. So I had tried to remove it before, but I was getting like such resistance that I thought I was going to break something. So anyway, so happy that somebody very sweet shared with me, I have the same stove as you and you can actually pull them out. And so now I do it like once every 6 months, but I really probably need to get around the burners probably once a month so that that grease doesn't build up. I have a few other things on my list that need to be deep cleaned in the kitchen. So we'll be getting to those in different videos. But I kind of chuckled a little bit, which was very sweet. But I was pulling the cheesy potatoes out when we had dinner together as a family. And Grayson was standing right by me and she's like, "Oh, did you just clean the inside of your oven?" Which I have not. Okay, so this is the before of what it looked like after I pulled the plate off, and then I'm going to show you the after. Anyways, I was like, no, I haven't recently cleaned it. She's like, it looks really clean. And I'm like, well, I cleaned it like 6 months ago. I don't spill food very often when I'm cooking. Inside the oven, it doesn't pour out very often, so it's stayed pretty clean, but we do need to get in there and clean it. I really need to clean the racks, like give the racks a good cleaning, but I'm going to wait until the weather is warmer because I think I am going to try, I don't love using like the Easy Off and stuff like that just because of the fumes, but I think I'm going to try the Easy Off, but I want to do it outside. Look at how dirty that is, OMG. So here's the before of the middle. And then got in here, vacuumed it out, scrubbed it, and it looks much better and smells much better. So anyways, I want to try I think it's like you spray Easy Off and then you put them in a garbage bag and you leave them outside for, I don't know how long, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And then like they're super easy to wipe down. So I want to try that when I can take them outside. All right, pulled the second plate off. Just giving you the before. I didn't bore you with the cleaning part of cleaning it because it's the exact same way that I cleaned the other side. This side is a little less dirty because I don't use this side of the oven as often as I use the other one. But now it is all clean. I don't think I've asked you yet, but I would love to hear what's happening in your world. What's going on this week? Are you working on any fun projects? Anything you'd like to share with me? I truly love seeing your comments when you tell me about whatever you got accomplished that you were excited about. So definitely feel free to share it with me down in the comments if you would like to. And we are just about finished with this video. The last thing I'm going to do is buff this out with a ultra fine microfiber cloth. I do get a lot of water spotting on the glass and the stainless steel part. So I just take a ultrafine microfiber cloth and just buff it out, and then it looks so shiny, no water spots, and just looks, I won't say brand new because the stove is very old, but it's all shiny and looks much better and smells much better. All right, so I started off with a kind of messy kitchen, needed some cleaning and it needed some tidying, and this is actually days after, there's Clarky, days after I had the family over for dinner, and it has still stayed pretty tidy. I got a couple of things from couponing up on the counter, and some of the leftover cake is sitting there, but kitchen feels so much better. So glad I got the stovetop deep cleaned, and that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so very much, and I'm going to see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.